Hello, beautiful people. Ashley here again, and my Obsessive Compulsive Disorder 5-part series is back. Life with OCD. It's not all it's cracked up to be. So, part 2 is what are the obsessions and what are the compulsions and why are they here? So, for me, like I explained in the first one, my number was 4. I would obsess about the thoughts that I would have, like my mom dying. Now it's like Kyle dying or something bad happening to him. And the compulsions are actively doing something that makes those thoughts go away. So like my number was 4. And a lot of people have different rituals like hand washing if they have germophobia, which I am actually developing, which is kind of not fun, but I mean, I'm working on it. So hand washing, some people will tap things to make it go away. I used to, like I explained before, I blink my eyes or shake my head. There's a bunch of different things people do to get rid of the thoughts. And I used to call them superstitions because that was the only thing that I thought I could call them. That was the only terminology I had behind it. And it was just not fun. So, what people really think OCD is just some small little thing that people don't really understand. It's really frustrating because they just slough it off and think it's something really small, but it's actually really, really hard. And I don't know where it comes from. And I've read so many articles, you guys, on this subject because it's been my whole life. And no one really knows where it comes from or why it's there. But in my therapy and in my psychiatric help, she described that it's just a chemical imbalance in your head. And that's why I was given medications and stuff. But other than that, no one really knows where it comes from. No one really knows how it happens. But for me, my opinion, I guess, is that it comes from childhood when maybe something crazy happened, maybe something traumatic happened, and your brain kind of like shifts in a way to where you feel like you have more control. And the obsessive compulsive behavior kind of helps you feel more in control because whatever bad thought you have, you feel like you can control it better. But I have no idea where the thoughts come from. It's like another entity. You feel like a different voice is talking to you. Like, I would even have obsessive compulsive acts about like killing myself. I know this is really deep, you guys, but it's true. I would obsessively worry about killing myself. Was I acting on it? No. But one time, I told myself I have to just see what this feels like. So I went downstairs. There's a knife block on the counter. And I was terrified of that knife block. Because every time I think of killing myself, it was with knives. So that night, I usually couldn't sleep. I pulled out the knife from the knife block. I pressed it against my chest. And I just felt the hard steel on my chest, just to see what it felt like, just to tell myself that I wouldn't actually act on it, but it was just there. And putting it into physical form and showing myself that I wouldn't actually do it really helped. So essentially, now looking back on it, I faced my fear by doing that, but it was something to me that I had to do, even though it was really deep and scary. But things like that have helped me overcome along the way those certain fears, just acting on it. And I mean, not acting on it, but like actually like going towards the fear and not like going away from it, I guess, just going towards it. But I really don't know where all these thoughts come from. I wish I knew, but maybe it's something I don't want to know. And here's another deep thought, I guess. If we have those crazy bad thoughts, it's probably not us. we are all one mind. So I kind of believe that maybe since we do have those crazy thoughts, that it's just, we're just more hyper, like with people with these mental illnesses might just be more hyper aware of those thoughts and might be hyper aware of the outer voices going on. There's a theory actually it's been proven in schizophrenia, people's eyes will actually dilate to what they see. So like if they see someone and that's not really there, their eyes dilate to see that person. So they're actually seeing someone there. And that's why I feel like we might just be more hyper aware when you have mental illness. It's not really an illness, you're just more hyper aware of the outer world, the things going on in the universe. And I think that's kind of beautiful. So if you want to look at it that way, that's what's always really helped me. So that is part 2. I hope you enjoyed that. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.